Hello, and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wigo, and today we're going to be talking about this old guy. Remember him? The Vision Pro. I've been promising to get back to it for a while, but, Graydon kept me busy. So first I'm going to do some news updates. Things have been printed about it lately, and then after the updates, we'll dive into this guy and look at some of the App Store improvements, and there have been improvements. And then I'm going to look at some more 3D and immersion stuff because that's why I bought it. I know. Y'all want me to look at productivity stuff. I don't want to use it for that. Go find somebody that does it for that. I do it for the 3D and immersion. It just hurts too much to be on my face. 2-hour movie, I can last that long, and then I got to come out. Now, if I don't have a movie to distract me, the pain will get to me much faster. I won't be using it for productivity until the next gen. Oh, well, let's talk about the next gen. There's been a lot of rumors lately, especially after Apple's earnings call this past quarter. Tim Cook's still talking it up. We'll talk more about that in a minute. The rumors are that the successor to this, the Vision Pro 2, we're not going to see that probably until 2026. And some of the reports say it's not even really on the schedule for 2026. It may be 2027. That's very bad news for me because I love the concept, but I need something that doesn't hurt my face. I will link the Digitimes article where I got a lot of this stuff down below. Some of the things they talk about, they're also trying to make it cheaper. So maybe the Apple Vision that we talk about is actually going to be like this, except without the eyesight, front panel spooky eye display, and Apple's looking to source cheaper micro OLEDs for the eyeballs. So we'll see how that goes. Again, you can read the whole article down below. I'm going to talk about 3D in a minute, so you can skip on ahead to that. Another big news story is Marvel and Disney announced a new thing, and apparently it's not going to be in the Disney Plus app. It's going to be a standalone app, and only for Vision Pro. It's their What If series where they, play with timelines and stuff and do it. It's animated. Well, they're going to apparently do an app for an immersive first person and interactive where you can change the outcomes by decisions you make. So apparently that's in the works over at Disney and Marvel. So we have that to look forward to. No dates, of course, because why would they tell us when it was coming? Well, they don't know when it's coming. It'll be ready when it's ready. But I'm looking forward to it, I can tell you that. And then my favorite piece that I found looking through the news, Forbes did a piece titled, "The Death of the Vision Pro is Highly Exaggerated." And it basically rehashes a lot of arguments that I've made here on the channel in the videos that I'll link all my Vision Pro videos down below. But a lot of the arguments I made in those videos are made in this article from Forbes.com, which I will also link down below. In addition to the stuff Tim Cook said at the earnings call, at this week's announcement of the iPad Pro, yeah, I know. That'll be the unboxing next week. Yeah, I had to buy one. And I'll explain next week. But anyway, at the beginning of that event, Old Tim Apple touted out some of the stuff that the Vision Pro is being used for and how successful it is. It's not that successful. And he showed Porsche is using it for internal things, but also, and they showed in the video, which you should be watching right now, the Porsche virtual showroom where you can put the Vision Pro on and change what the car looks like and fool around with different things. And then he talked about this doctor who's using the Vision Pro to augment his eye surgery. And then, and one of the coolest ones, John Chu, the big director who's currently working on the movie version of Wicked, which I believe is going to be 2 films, by the way. Well, he's using the Vision Pro to do editing and visual effects work with the Vision Pro on the 100-foot screen, so he can be editing and doing all this stuff on the big screen. They may sell a lot of these just to Hollywood. And another article, it talked about how the Vision Pro has been adopted by over half of the Fortune 100. So a lot of companies are buying this and looking into things they can do with it. So I think it's going to be around for a while. And Apple touting it up, it's the first thing they did at that event. Now, the event was about iPads, and tune in next week. They spent the first few minutes talking about the Vision Pro, which I think is, they're sending signals. They sent signals in the earnings call. They sent signals in this. Now we're going to dive in here. So one of the problems with the Vision Pro at the beginning was the App Store was just dreadful. It was almost impossible to find things. Well, they've come a long way. They now have, what's new is much better. Here's a bunch of new apps. I have downloaded the Spatial Museum. Oh, and Explore POV, because I love the Vision Pro for immersive and 3D, and Explore POV, I think it's just some guy in New Zealand, but he's got some fabulous not 360, 180 views. We'll look at the museum, the Spatial Museum, and Explore POV, give you a flavor of what's going on. We'll get to those in a minute, but first, the reason I love my Vision Pro, as I've said in many videos, is for the 3D. And of course, Disney Plus gives you all the 3D movies in one place, and there's like 46 of them. Black Panther, all 3 Guardians movies, all the Pixar movies, Star Wars Episodes 7, 8, and 9. This is my library, from, what we used to call iTunes, but is now Apple TV Plus library. Interestingly, I was looking through, and we'll show you in a minute, the 3D available to buy. Now, these are ones I've already bought, but you'll notice I have on here Monster Hunter in 3D, but it's no longer available for sale. It's no longer on the list of all 3D movies. And Venom in 3D, which I bought in 3D, but is no longer available for sale. Well, in fact, let's just go to the store. And what they've done, you go to the 3D movie thing, and it shows you, the big ones, Dune, which of course is big because Dune 2 just came out, Super Mario Brothers, Fury Road, Guardians, and they've got categories, but they have the full list, all 3D movies. And there's like 160 some odd, although there's an overlap with the Disney, but they're not, all the ones on Disney Plus are not available for purchase. So it's a subset, but you got both avatars. But see, here you also have both Aquaman movies, the first one and the second one. If you pick Elemental, you notice it says Disney Plus Play. Since I have Disney Plus, I can play it from here, from the store, without buying it. But if you scroll down, see it says 3D. But if you scroll down, I can also buy it for 20 bucks or rent it for $6. Now, a lot of the movies, let me get like Batman versus Superman. Yeah, see, Play on Max is right there, but of course that won't be in 3D. That'll just be in 4K. But if you scroll down here, see, you can buy it for $12.99 and you get both the 4K version and the 3D version and the iTunes Extra. You can also watch it on Prime Video. So they've really improved the Apple TV Plus app so that you can get directly to movies, but if you want them in 3D, you might have to buy them. If they're on Disney Plus, you're good. And we're hoping that'll come to Mac someday. We got 2 of the Hobbits, but not the 3rd one. I don't get it. But see, Monster Hunter, not there. Monster House, Monster Trucks, Mortal Engines, no Monster Hunter, but I own it. So they sold it at one time. We got a couple of Pacific Rims. In fact, the Pacific Rim, I think Uprising, is available right now in Apple TV Plus app in 3D without you having to buy it. It's like they rotate movies through, and they rotate them through in 3D. So we got a lot of 3D movies, although most of them are like 20 bucks, so it would be very pricey to buy all these. So the 3D situation is getting a little better, and let me show you Museas, that's it. And it's a collection of paintings.
The Sleeping Gypsy by Henri Rousseau, created in 1897, is a profound exploration of solitude and the subconscious, masterfully rendered in oil on canvas. This iconic...
Well, I've broken my museum. I can only look at one painting because I don't know how to get out of. Anyway, you got the idea. But the real thing I wanted to show you was this Explore POV. They're free. I imagine eventually he'll get around to charging money for them. They do have to be downloaded, and they're quite large. Like this one here is 2.5 minutes, and as you can see over here on the left, it's almost 5 gigabytes. I think I just played it. Check this out. I kind of want to move to New Zealand. Well, I don't want to move to New Zealand. I kind of want to go to New Zealand, though. Here you got your hands. Okay, the jumps are a little alarming. But the water is amazing. You can hear yourself, well, you think it's yourself, it's whoever's holding the camera sloshing through the river. Now it's only 180, so see if I turn around here, it goes away. But I see why they filmed the Lord of the Rings in New Zealand, because this does look like another planet. Very pretty. And the special audio, as you turn your head, the sound, of course, moves with it. By the way, I'm sitting still. All the movement is coming from the video. I'm just sitting in my chair. And this is what I love about the Vision Pro. Whereas all the other VR kind of headsets, they want you to move around. Well, this one, that's kind of, I guess, a little bit of each of them. But then you have the one we just watched was Fox River, and then there's a Skywalk. It's very small. Then you have the Ridgeline, Jungle Stream Serenity. I just think this is amazing. I mean, there's not a lot of content. Okay, I forgot. It's copy protected, so I can't show you any of this, but look, they have MLS Cup highlights. They've added some episodes to the Apple Immersive Adventure. So they're adding more content. So it's coming along. I'm still pleased, especially with the 3D and the immersive. I just still think that's the thing this is for. But as you saw, there are more and more good apps coming along, and I cannot stress this enough, how much the App Store is improved over what it was at launch. There were like 5 things, and no matter what you did, they were the only 5 things. But now we've got a What's News, we've got latest stories, hot this week, and see, there's that Explore POV that we just saw, and this is why I picked them. Oh, the beautiful things, it's just you put things around in your room. Again, that's not why I bought it. And then the browse by category is still kind of lame like it used to be in the essential picks. Oh, and they've added the spatial personas. Now, I don't have anybody to share with, so I don't do a lot with spatial personas, but there's more and more apps coming along where you can have other people with Vision Pro and be interacting in the same general vicinity. And they're the best apps. I'm still pleased with it. We'll cut back to me in the studio talking about it. That's the state of the Vision Pro. We've had good news, the What If app coming from Disney and Marvel. And bad news, the next hardware iteration might not be until 2026 or later. They still haven't rolled it out in other countries, although that's allegedly coming this year, so stay tuned. We're getting closer and we're getting farther away, and it's going to keep going like this because it's a weird product. People don't know what to do with it. And again, the comfort level and the price, really the price, is what's stopping a lot of people from having this. So that's my update on the Apple Vision Pro that I've been promising for weeks and weeks. More to come, but not next week, because next week, my new iPad Pro will be arriving on Wednesday, which means I'll have it in time to do an unboxing and tell you all about how Apple bamboozled me. If you haven't ordered yours yet, watch my video first, because there's some tricks and things that they've done in there. They've hidden a lot of things, and I will dig down there for you so that when you go to order yours, you won't make some of the mistakes I made. Although, I'll explain next week. Come back. Check it out. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. I'm waving back here, just counting the days until I get my new iPad Pro. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.